science fiction picture? Is that what are we doing? What am I singing?
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another fantabulous episode of the Power Monday Show. I am Bo Star. This is your girl, Clare Mack.
Good morning, welcome back.
Man, it's beautiful outside, but it is extremely cold. So overnight, I've acquired a little bit of a sore throat. Please bear with me. If it gets any worse, Clare Mack has assured me that she can run a show by herself next week. So it's been a crazy week. By the way, thanks for anybody who's tuned into www.starmadepromotions.weebly.com and have checked out our Artists of the Week. Please let us know who would you like to see us, display their music and interview questions, and we'll dedicate that whole week to them on the welcome page of the starmadepromotions.weebly page. This past week was EPMD. And this coming week is going to be, we got a lot of people wanting different artists, and it kind of got overwhelming. But one thing about all the artists that was suggested, they had something in common. They were pop and R&B artists from the 80s. So we're going to be showcasing pop and R&B artists from the 80s during this week. Please tune in and check that out. And I got my news together. What's going on with Clare Mack? What's going good with you?
Nothing. Everything's good.
Everything's good.
Yeah. I do want to say, thanks to all those who participate in the, what do they call it? When people do good deeds.
Oh, pay it forward.
Yeah.
Is that what you have in mind?
Yeah, it's the same thing. They call it something else though. When you
tell them your story. Why do you say that, Claire?
Because sometimes people are really in bad moods and real bad funks, and you just never know because they can smile. I do it all the time. And I was in a bit of a funk this week, and I went to McDonald's this morning thinking, okay, just get myself a cup of coffee and a sandwich, and more of a depressive thing probably all week. And I get in the line, and the lady cuts me off and gets in front of me. That really made me mad. Right. I started talking trash. I was like, you know what? I'm already there. Mm-hmm. So I get up to the window, and the guy is like, oh, the lady in front of you already paid for your meal. And I'm like, what? And he called it something about spreading the kindness or something.
But it wasn't pay it forward.
No, he didn't say pay it forward. He said something else. I'll have to ask him when I go, because that was really, that brought me out that mood.
Well, that's good. I'm just curious to know what it is that he said it was.
Yeah, I wish I could remember. But anyways, it was a good thing, and I thank the lady very much because it really helped me. Mm-hmm. I didn't even need to take a nap this morning.
And that's what it's about.
Right.
Folks out there, if you've ever been wanting to pay it forward, continue to do so, and we want to shout out and commend those people. And
yes,
folks, if you have ever had someone, pay it forward to you, just continue that chain, because it's a worldwide problem. Just that the fact that humanity is, there's a lack of humanity everywhere.
Right. And you never know what doing something like that for a person will do for them.
Right.
I said, that brought me out of a little funk that I've been in all week. And
see?
Yeah, I'm happy.
That's a
good
thing.
Made my day.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
All right, so how many folks out there can pay it forward? You know what I'm saying? You got to feel good being able to do that for somebody. You got to feel even better when somebody does that for you. It lets you know that humanity still exists in this crazy world. Well, I watched a movie called The Purge. Wow.
Is that a scary movie?
Yeah, well, it's only scary because it could happen. I'm not gonna tell you what happened, Claire. I'm gonna give you a little bit of fundamentals after, because we want folks at home probably haven't seen it, so I'm gonna give you a few spoilers and stuff. I might let you borrow the DVD. Shout out to Claire Mack for bringing my DVDs right back to me when she brought them, excuse me.
After he said 5,000 times, now I need to get this back. Don't forget to return this.
Maybe not 5,000, maybe 4,999. Anyway, you had mentioned something earlier about schools.
Yeah, kind of wanted to touch on violence in schools. And the only reason it came up is because just having a conversation with my daughter when she used to go to that, and she would tell me, she was telling me about, because I knew they had the police would be there, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, then they had guards that work in the school.
Mm-hmm.
To keep the kids from fighting and all that. And I asked her, well, how does that work? She said it doesn't. She was like, because the kids still fight and like stab each other, cut each other. Maybe I shouldn't be saying that.
No.
Because they do it in the bathrooms, and it kind of shocked me. But what good does it do to pay a cop extra money, and it's like overtime for them, and then have guards in the school that you're paying, and the kids are still fighting. Kids are still getting bullied, jumped on, and nothing's being done about it.
I think what it boils down to, again, parents talk to the kids, it starts at home. Yeah, Claire.
And it's just not in this school. I was just kind of shocked when she told me that, you don't go to the bathroom in between classes when you're supposed to.
Right.
They wait and go during the classes, and that's when the fighting is happening. Well, that's when the cop and the guard should be patrolling.
I agree.
When the kids aren't, they are in class. Right. Supposed to be in class.
Folks comment, tell me what you think, tell us what you think.
Yeah, because I know that you hear about it, it's in schools all across the country. They've
Right.
got metal detectors, and some schools even have sniffing dogs at
Wow.
when they're walking through the metal detector. Then they got to get their bag and shoes and
Right.
whatnot sniffed because of the drugs and everything that's just being
kind
run
of
in the
reminds you
school.
of the old movies, like the old school movies where the teacher has to come in and take on this bad school, and they have. When you see stuff like that back in the days, you just never could imagine that it's so hard and so close to
Right.
home.
And it is, I think, because do you check your kids' their book bags? And I know some parents who need to, because I've checked some of my kids' friends' book bags and found knives, kitchen knives.
I'm
sticks.
guilty of not checking bags.
I check,
I
yeah.
will. You hear me, Nene? I'm gonna check.
Because you got to, if you don't know, what
Right.
happens when they get to school? Here they done stabbed somebody, and all you have to do is peek in. I'm nosy. This is my house.
Mm-hmm.
That's this is my house. I pay the bills here. I can look at anything I want to look at.
That's right.
I'm not a snooper, but once, you get the feeling sometimes. Let me see what's going on.
Right.
You have to check, as far, you should be checking, making sure they're
Yes.
getting that homework done.
Kids at home, remember, we were kids too.
Right.
And back then, the kids was crazy. And then now, it's about 2 or 3 times worse. So you could about imagine, we're going to check. You know what I'm saying? So please, parents, get more involved. Teachers, try to have a little bit more patience with the children. With the pressure that you guys are under, we know that it's kind of a lose-lose situation for the teachers. So shout out to the teachers, the good teachers, making sure that they're doing what they can to make sure that the kids get a good education. Please comment, please like and share. Oh man, this is the one I'm kind of touchy about going into. I saw a video and several emotions ran through me when I saw this, but I basically formed my opinion, and it's going viral online, and I thought a lot of people had my opinion, but hearing other people's opinions about this, it's just, you tell me what you think.
A rookie cop refused to shoot a double murder suspect who was charging at him, screaming, "Shoot me, shoot me." The dramatic scene was caught on that officer's body cam.
Get your hands up! Get your hands up! Get your hands up right now!
Wow.
Stop! Stop right there! I don't want to shoot you, man! I don't want to shoot you! Hey, Robert, step it up!
Wow, wow.
Stop! Don't do it, man! Shoot you! Shoot you! Get back! Get back! Get your hands out of your pocket! Get your hands out of your pocket now! No, I'm not gonna do it! Shoot me! Shoot me! Shoot me!
Wow, that was long, but this is in New Richmond, Ohio, and the officer's name is Jesse Kidder, who'd only been on the force for a year. His family bought him that body camera after the Michael Brown shooting in Ferguson, Missouri. Now, Kidder said he just kept looking for a gun, and even though the guy was yelling, he said he did not want to shoot unless he saw a gun or was attacked, and he never saw a gun. Backup arrived, and the guy did give up. He was arrested. The police chief says that Kidder showed great restraint and maturity. Kidder, by the way, is a former Marine and a Purple Heart recipient, so he's getting major kudos this morning for showing restraint.
My opinion on that, the guy that was doing the charging, I don't think he had a gun at all, and he's been noticing everything that's going on. I think he was proving a point. They never said if he had a gun in the first place. Should the cop get the Medal of Honor, or whatever, for holding restraint?
Did the news lady say that his family bought him the body camera?
Yes.
So that didn't have to necessarily, that could have been his cousin Jesse. So let's make us a video.
So Claire's theory is the video might be fake just to show that the cop can show restraint.
Right.
That's a good one. That's a good
Just
one.
because the cops have gotten so much bad publicity lately.
Right.
That maybe.
This good news for
I
cops.
don't know. I'm just
Good
saying, it
news.
just seemed kind of fake to me. I just,
Or it could backfire, because what I think is if that guy would have been black, ladies and gentlemen, if that guy would have been any race other than what the cop was,
he would have got shot.
he would have been shot. He wouldn't have had the chance. He wouldn't have had the third chance, the second chance to say shoot me.
He wouldn't have been able to, because he was chasing the cop. The cop was going backwards.
The cop
You could see him
says-
walking backwards, and the guy coming at
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
The cop says, "Get your hands out of your pocket." The guy says, "Oh, okay, right," and puts his hands in his pocket. And still, and the cop is, to the point where he falls.
Right.
I just personally don't think that, that we, although black people are trending with wonderful shows like Empire, and black stock is getting big at the same time, we are depicted as animals. And I'm gonna let you folks sit with that one. And anybody who, disagrees with what I say or whatever, please, please comment and like and share, and, because this is big news. Big news. I'm still reeling over it and tripping off of that. But we do have a segment we're going to shoot to called Health Benefits, and we'll be right back. Check this out. Good morning, everybody. This is Ged Bostar. You know what I'm saying? Health benefits. We want you to be okay. We want you to be all right. So we did this thing called Health Benefits to spread knowledge about things that'll help you feel better as a person on the inside and out. So I was chilling, right, and I get an email from Clare Mack, and this is around the time when I get done having my coffee for the day and start going into my we'll just go ahead and say it, soda pop. So she sends me an email, she catches me and she says, "I know you're about to have your soda pop, you just had your coffee, so you might want to read over this email." And this email was the benefits of drinking water. Now, I don't like drinking water. I prefer flavor. Now they have different things and preservatives that you can add into your water to make them flavorful, but I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of the benefits of drinking water that Claire sent me, and it is informative and worth taking into consideration, if nothing else. Turns out that drinking water energizes your muscles. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that. But that's a good thing. It also maintains skin, and I need better skin. It's photo time, it's video time. I need my skin to be on point, and I'm sure you do too. I didn't know that water straightens out your skin, but if you think about it, makes sense. Water also helps your kidneys. You know what I'm saying? To my people out there who like to turn up or have an occasional drink, it's imperative that you stay hydrated, because the first thing that alcohol is going to do is dehydrate you. It also maintains proper bowel function, and who doesn't need that in this crazy world? You want to be able to function right, especially, you know, in that area. I mean, who don't? But basically, folks, you know, I'm just saying, this is Kid Bo Star, you know what I'm saying, health benefits. I hope you enjoyed. Please stay tuned in to the Power Monday Show. You guys take care. All right, yo, that was wonderful. We want all of our friends to stay around. Everybody just to be healthy, because there are things going on in this country that will distract you from simple things like eating right. Real quick, I don't know if anybody remembers this. I was off on a hiatus back in 2010, and while I was gone, it was about 9 months I was gone. Some crazy things happened. They had a sandwich with no bread on it. It was 2 pieces of chicken with some stuff in the middle. I remember seeing a commercial like, you don't remember that? Oh, horrible. What else? There was something else. There was a lot happened that year. Mel Gibson lost his mind. Shout out to Mel Gibson. Gary Coleman died. Rest in peace, Gary Coleman. But it was just culture. Before I went away, MySpace was dying. When I came back, it was a wrap. I was the only one on that page, you know what I'm saying? It was like Facebook died, you know what I'm saying? But I just said that to say that pop culture changes by night, and just keep your eyes and your ears open for these little distractions that they got going on. Yeah, man, 2010 was a crazy year. There was something, Taco, I can't say their name, but there was these restaurants was doing some crazy stuff. I'm like, what's going on? Did my absence, because I jumped off the grid, did my absence have something to do with pop culture? I doubt it. All right, well, folks, thanks for tuning in. I am Bo Star. It's your girl, Clare Mack.
Have a good weekend, everybody.
You guys take care. Peace.
Is this a science fiction picture? Is that what are we doing? What am I singing? With